Hello. In this chapter, we will be looking at what programming or scripting languages essentially are and how we can use them. If you're already familiar with programming, you can skip to the next chapters. As for the others, let's dive in. So, what essentially is a computer? It is a machine that takes some input from us, the user, and processes it in the ways we prescribe and gives us back desired output. You can think of a computer as essentially a high-tech mathematical and logical calculator. To break this analogy down even further, every computer is equipped with hardware that can perform a list of operations. For example, all modern CPUs can perform basic operations like addition, subtraction, or comparison. But the problem is, how do we communicate to the CPU our intentions? For example, how do we tell the CPU, hey, take these two numbers and add them? This is made even more difficult by the fact that, for physics reasons we will get into later, CPUs can only understand a single language, that is binary. So, how do we solve this? One method is to list every task a CPU can do and assign them numbers. For now, just assume that any normal or decimal number can be converted into binary. Then we can specify a command like add 1 with 2 and represent it in binary numbers. But therein lies another problem. This binary code is very difficult for us humans to understand. You cannot simply look at this and say, oh, we are adding 1 and 2. That is why clever computer scientists came up with a workaround. They wrote some software that could take our commands in an English-like language and convert it into binary code that the machines can understand. These languages that use English-like keywords are made for humans to understand are known as high-level languages. So most languages that you might have heard of like Java, C, Python are all high-level languages. The software used to decode these English-like keywords is also known as a compiler or an interpreter. Without going into much detail, a compiler takes all the commands you have specified and turns it into a binary or executable machine code. This gives it a chance for optimizations and better error detection, while languages that use an interpreter execute one command at a time. Python is generally categorized as an interpreted language, but as we will see later, it actually uses a hybrid approach. So for a quick recap, high-level languages like Java or Python provide us with an interface where we can provide commands to the computer using English-like keywords. The method of using these keywords, along with the keywords themselves, can vary from language to language, and that variation is known as the language's syntax or method of writing. Now, before we get started with writing any code, we need to set up a few things. That is what the next episode would be about.